Let me say something most people won't tell you, whether they're afraid of how you're going to react or what you're going to say back. You are not skinny because of your genetics. You are not out of shape because of your metabolism. You are not weak because of your build, because those are all just excuses. They're just ways to kind of brush things off and push them away. You're weak because your standards are weak. Your expectations of yourself are higher than the output you're actually giving yourself. And I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm not saying this to berate you or bully you. I'm saying it because nobody told me that when I needed to hear it myself. When I was younger, I blamed everything on everybody else. Everything's an external force. I have a bad fat metabolism. I'm not built big, right? I'll start when life gets a little simpler and I could slow down. Life will never slow down, and it never slowed down for me, and it's not going to slow down for you. It's only going to get faster. And you know what did change was the only thing I could affect and have willpower over, which is myself and my standards. I'm going to explain exactly what that means, because once you understand this, once you ingrain this in your mind, your physique will never be the same. And the simple answer is there's a lie you keep repeating to yourself. You say you want to be jacked, but your behavior says, I want it as long as it's easy, it's convenient. You want abs, but you won't track your food. You want size, but you skip a leg day when you're tired. You want discipline, but you negotiate with your alarm clock. Let me ask you something. If a man says he values loyalty, but cheats when tempted, is he loyal? No. So if you say you value strength, but train when you feel like it, do you actually value your strength? Or do you just like the idea of what strength can provide to you and the advantages of strength? That question changed my entire life. Here's what actually builds a good physique. It's not motivation, it's not pre-workout. Even though those things are helpful, that's not the answer. Not some perfect split you found on one of my YouTube shorts or TikTok. It's not non-negotiables. When I started treating the gym like brushing my teeth as not optional, not emotional, not dramatic, just doing it and just doing what had to be done, everything changed. You don't debate brushing your teeth, you just do it. That's how training has to become for you. It's like brushing your teeth. You just do it. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but I'm busy. I have a lot going on. I worked 2 jobs when I built my first real transformation. I trained late at night when I was coming home from work at 9:15. I was working out till 11 p.m., going on the bike after that, going on the treadmill at midnight, knowing I had school the next morning at 6 a.m. I was still doing that. And the reason I did it was because it was on the schedule. Whether I felt like it or not, it was on the schedule and had to be done. That's it. No hype speech, no music montage, just flat out discipline. The standard shift in your life. Here's the shift you need to make. Stop asking, how do I get motivated? Because motivation is fleeting. Motivation is an external force driving you. Start asking, what does a disciplined man do? And what does he do today, yesterday, and tomorrow? A disciplined man hits protein even when he's not hungry, trains even when he's tired, sleeps instead of scrolling, doesn't quit when progress slows down. Notice something interesting about this? None of that acquires any sort of emotion or feeling, because those things are fleeting. And if you create a standard and an identity for yourself, It doesn't matter how you feel. If your identity is based off something and you stick to your principles and your identity, it doesn't matter how you feel. You don't become confident first. You act confident repeatedly. Then you become it. Same with discipline. You don't want to feel disciplined. You act disciplined until it becomes who you are and who you want to be. Let's go over why you haven't grown yet. Because let's be real. You haven't grown because you quit at the first plateau. Your weight stopped moving for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden you panicked. Your abs didn't show within the first 2 months, and you started switching up your program. Your bench all of a sudden stalled, didn't continue improving, and you assumed you hit your genetic limit. You haven't even scratched 60% of your potential. You're just uncomfortable. And that's okay. Learn to be uncomfortable and living in an uncomfortable position, because growth is boring. That's the part nobody makes glamorous or sexy. It's the same meals, the same lifts, the same early alarms, the same discipline over and over and over, compounding on top of itself for months, for years. That's why most guys never end up looking dangerous. They chase novelty. Strong men chase the mastery by any means necessary. And the uncomfortable truth is, you don't actually want a great physique. You want the attention and the validation that comes with it. And those are not the same thing. Because if you truly wanted the physique, you'd fall in love with the process, the soreness, the structure, the sacrifice, the grind, the thing that goes throughout every day. Let me tell you something powerful, because when you stop training for that validation and those external forces, you start training for self-respect. And everything changes. You walk different, you talk different, you tolerate less nonsense. Because discipline in the gym spills into everything else. Money, relationships, career, confidence. Everything is interconnected. So here's what I want you to do. For 90 days, we're going to do the 90-day rule. No drama. No program hopping. No skipping. Full commitment. And sticking to your guns and sticking with it even when it's not working that moment. Pick a simple plan. Lift 4 to 5 times per week. Progressive overload. Eat your body weight in protein. Sleep 7+ hours. That's it. No magic. But here's the key. You don't evaluate progress emotionally. You execute mechanically. At the end of those 90 days, you'll look different. But more importantly, you're going to think different. That's the most important thing of all. Because you kept a promise to yourself. And that's where real confidence comes from. It's not from flexing. It's from integrity and sticking to your identity and going through with something you said you were going to do. The next time your alarm goes off early, don't think. Ask one simple question. What would a disciplined man do? Then do that. That's how you build a body. One decision at a time. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just doing it. Sorry about that. And listen, you don't need to be extreme. You just need to stop being soft with yourself. There's a stronger version of you 6 months from now. He's more respected, more capable, and more calm than you've ever been. But he doesn't exist until you build the fundamentals to build him. And that starts today. Not Monday, not next bulk, today. It starts with you. And it ends with you. Guys, if you would like to pick up my fitness program. The links to that will be in the description down below. Nobody's going to do the work for you. You have to do the work for yourself. And at the end of the day, the only one you have to blame and the only one you have to cheer is yourself. If you like this content, want to see more videos like it, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And boys, let's get to work.